If you want to work, earn, and live how you want, then you have to wake up to the influence of the old systems in this world. And in this video, we will look at all the answers as they can be found in the Renaissance, because the second one has just begun. Because let's be honest for a second about our world. Just real observations, right? Most people are doing some kind of repetitive work for a company that they don't care about. While we know currently that within 24 months the whole system is reinvented. AI will virtually be doing every single repetitive task. And we're shaping our minds to be non-creative as a result of technology, reducing you and your potential. I find it hard to find anything else that's more important than this topic, because you and I both know that our work as a man is a literal reflection of our life. And so people occasionally have this expansive moment where they feel like, I could be more, I could do more, I could experience more. I could pursue that dream, until we slowly slide back into those old patterns, and the world is making damn sure of that. If you want to secure your future income and live a life where you get to express yourself in your work, have more impact, and therefore have more income, then you must join this second renaissance, as it is waking up men out of that slumber, and it's allowing them to use technology to be free in reality. Let's talk about it. So everything we need to know can be found in the actual Renaissance. Because the Renaissance, just like this one, was a transitional period. Moving away from an old system back then, the Middle Ages, moving into a complete new paradigm that allowed the individual to flourish. And this could be seen by the countless generalists that were exploring their passions, studying hydromechanics in the morning, writing in the afternoon, and painting in the evening, and achieving excellence in each of these pursuits. And so you might ask, what are we transitioning away from? Well, that's very simple. We are transitioning away from the industrial times, a time that was based on repetitive work, a time that was based on productivity metrics, to exploit humans as though they were machines, and they were already talking about this way back then.
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men.
If you just understand that every advancement of technology has a direction under it that cannot be stopped, where we simply know that within 24 months, most repetitive jobs will be done by AI, and that's a great thing. But it's not a great thing if you hold on to the old systems. It's not a great thing if you're not part of this new renaissance. Solidify yourself in this transitional period early, and I'll try to make the how to do that as clear as possible in this video. So we had this humanistic philosophy that finally emphasized the individual's potential. This was essentially the beginning of self-improvement, although it has massively changed by now. This, of course, by itself didn't create this massive paradigm shift. There were two massive engines behind it, and one of them was that the universities became a breeding ground for knowledge and community. It became the town square for absolute cross-pollination. People working together on revolutionary ideas that completely changed what existed back then. And this led to a new wave of creations that then in 1450, Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press, which allowed all these creations to be shared at a new massive scale. Everything that was being created was now exposed to this massive lever to be distributed to the rest of the world. And now, even though we are just 20 years in to the real internet world, due to the pandemic, we realized that, hey, we don't have to do repetitive work. I don't have to go and buy a university program at 60K. I can actually learn on demand, 10 times faster, 10 times cheaper, the exact skill that I need to live a life of total freedom and earn much more than I could in any kind of job. But the printing press that we got in this second renaissance is different. The scale that you can access is almost infinite, and it is totally permissionless. You don't need any labor or capital or whatever to access the infinite scale of the internet right now. You can condense your wisdom and emotion into something that thoroughly impacts someone else on the other side of this world, creating ripples, waves, and even changing tides somewhere in the world. So who is this new Renaissance man? I think James Clear explained it perfectly. Entrepreneur's mind, athlete's body, artist's soul. The modern full spectrum of the Renaissance man. And yes, that includes that you must become an entrepreneur, that there is no other way for you to access full creative expression, full freedom in both how you live and how you earn. If you take any other alternative, then that's okay, but you will always compromise on freedom, impact, or passion, or all three of them. And you will be in a non-flexible position to protect yourself against where we're going as a modern civilization. You will lack the flexibility that's necessary to work with this rapid changing world. And as an entrepreneur, you are actively present in your niche, in your world. You're learning the skills necessary to secure your future income, like writing, sales, content creation. And so this puts you in a position where you can strike upward to any opportunity that comes your way. So you must become an entrepreneur. And then of course the next question is, what and how will you do that? Because as an entrepreneur you can do so much, right? The beautiful thing is that if you care about the idea of the Renaissance man, who is fully committed to his own creative expression, to his own passions, to making waves in the world, the answer becomes very simple and it emerges naturally. You must start your creator business, as it is an absolute extension of who you are. Let me explain. With a successful creator business, you synthesize your unique pursuit of potential and all the interdisciplinary curiosities you may have into any form of digital content. Value is created by overcoming resistance. Your life has been a unique journey of overcoming totally different kinds of resistances, which has generated different skills and different value in your case than in mine. Due to the principle of implied egotism, which means that we naturally like and look for people that are similar to us. This allows for the freedom for anyone to thrive in the online landscape. So all the wildly different assets, skills, and value that you have generated through your story creates valuable content that solves problems, which is simply packaged in your character, in your story. That's what adds the color to the painting. And then a creator business is the publication of that value as free content, such as this, together with paid content as services or products, such as the Synthesizer University. Your talent, impact, and income will be multiplied by digital leverage. That is the essence of the second Renaissance. You have the ability to bypass conventional education, conventional corporations. You can bypass all of that by using digital leverage to multiply your talent online. That's gonna deliver massive impact to the lives of people similar to you. Those people need you to create services and products that changes their lives in the same way that your life has changed, in the same way that you overcame these massive problems. And so because the creator business is an extension of you, it doesn't even matter whether you're currently studying, working a job, or you're soul searching. It's like building a radio tower that creates signal with opportunity. It is the ultimate intersection between who you are and what you can do, and how the world is best served by you. So for this new Renaissance man, it will allow you to secure your future income as you learn all the skills that are necessary to thrive in this world. Your income will be unrestricted because of digital leverage. You get to see with your own eyes the impact that you're making on this world. Finally, your creativity gets to flow freely. And we shouldn't see creativity as someone who's doing pottery, right? I don't know why, but for some reason we started thinking that we have creative people and we have non-creative people. Everybody is creative. As an entrepreneur, you are massively creative. You are creatively creating opportunity. And lastly, passion is implied. You're literally providing value on precisely the things that have always interested you. That is the idea of the generalist, right? All these interdisciplinary skills and interests come together as a whole in your creator business. And most of all, it creates full freedom and independence, a way for you to detach yourself from the old systems that are still convincing people that we need to buy university programs and get into debt right before we get into the job market. This is how you become a true Renaissance generalist, a man who masters the fundamental skills of the digital world, as well as the personal disciplines that have always mattered to you, which could still be pottery, right? No offense to pottery. I'm not saying this all to force you in some kind of direction. I really hope that I didn't give that impression. My sole message is, if there lives a fire inside of you that is causing you pain because it cannot get out, in terms of the money you make, the passion and freedom you feel in your work, if you aren't happy with the way your life is set up currently, then please do not breeze through your life on autopilot. Do not be consumed by this online world and join this renaissance. Become the Renaissance man who uses the internet, who makes massive waves in the world and is free offline. In my free community, I have some content that will help you get started. And of course, if you are an ambitious man, maybe you have some work experience and you really feel that it's time to do this, then hey man, that's what the Synthesizer University is for. We will get you to 10K a month within 6 months. We have a cohort starting the 1st of June. At the moment of filming, there's only 2 spots left. If you want to make this happen, if you want to start your creator business, turn your passion and knowledge into a profitable business that can scale to whatever point you want eventually, click on the link in the description. You'll go to the page and you can read a bit more about it. Power to you, and I'll see you in the next one.